What's up? What's up? What's up? 49er faithful. This is Aaron Wilson for Inside the 49 with my brother Chris Wilson talking about the dub for the 49ers 38-10 dub on Monday Night Football against the Arizona Cardinals. We're going to break down a little bit of film, check out one of their scoring drives, but it is a good day. We didn't have the bite our own nails too much at the very end of the game, which I know is usually the case for myself. Getting stressed at the end of the game, we decided to put the team away.
This time you were like biting your wife's nails instead.
No, this time I was enjoying plenty of shots for all those touchdowns we had. So I was feeling very good at the end of that game.
Nice.
Yes, it's always a nice thing. So we're gonna break down the first scoring drive from the 49ers. We want to talk about how Shanahan did a great job this week, and he really had his eye on the ball in terms of putting the team away, and he has eye on the ball and throwing the ball. And as you can see right here from the front that we saw from the Cardinals, which is a little mix-up for them originally, is they brought up their outside linebackers slash cornerbacks. I don't know who number 9 is, number 20, whatever it is on the top, but they were pretty much playing almost a six-man front on the front side against our tight end. So they were going heavy in the box, and the fact that we were throwing a couple of nice outside toss plays, running plays, really showed that Shanahan had a nice little counter punch for seeing that stack box slip from the Cardinals.
Yeah, who is 9? Because he's the guy who dropped the pass. The award picked, right? And he's a captain. I'm like, with this whole number change.
That's Simmons. That's Isaiah Simmons.
Okay. With the whole number change, I'm like,
it messes us all up.
It's personally confusing.
Yeah, so I mean, he's technically a linebacker up on, he's up on the line of scrimmage playing against Kittle.
Is this guy like a quarterback or something that can't catch?
Yeah, a quarterback who can't catch. So we want to go through that first scoring drive. For the first 2 drives from the Niners were not pretty. Punt, which is not what we'd like to see with a total of, let's see, first drive, 3 plays, 2 yards. Second drive from the Niners, 4 plays, 17 yards. This is the third drive. So this is the third drive. We got 1st and 10 on the 49ers 18-yard line. There's 2 minutes and 41 seconds left in the first quarter.
So 2 things real quick. First of all, nice red hat. This was not planned. I never wear a hat. But I had to rubber.
I always do.
Yeah. I don't even know how to wear a hat. Like, we were at the last game and it was raining, and I purchased a very inexpensive hat from the 49ers store.
$5, right? $5-10, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. That's how much I had to bribe the guy in front of me in line to get me a hat, so I didn't have to wait for like 45 minutes. Yeah. Like, I go back to the seat and I don't know how to wear a hat. I'm like, how do the kids do it?
Kids these days.
So old. Okay, and then the second thing is that the first drive was a rush with McCaffrey, and then 2 potential pass interference calls that weren't called. Yeah. Right? So I wasn't too angry at the team.
No.
more the refs. And then the second time they started out passing, but then they on 2 first downs in a row, which I'm like, whoa. And the first one was a first down, second one was a first down, and then they're like, it's time to run the ball. And then they just, ran the ball and then had that stupid Deebo toss that everyone and their grandmother knew was coming. And it's just, it's like, okay, hopefully by now you've realized that's not going to work anymore. Like, it worked last year and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But now teams are planning for it because they have to plan for it, because if they don't, because Deebo can take it to the house in any play, which we saw this game. So enough of me talking.
Yeah, let's go
for
to
now.
The film. All right, so again, we talked about, we got a heavy front up front by the Cardinals. You're looking at 6 guys really on the line of scrimmage with 1 linebacker behind in the middle of the field. They're thinking run. Let's see what we end up doing.
And what's the score in this situation?
This is 3-0. 3-0 Arizona.
It's first down.
This is first down on 18. All right, Deebo in the backfield. All right, we'd like to see both of them in the backfield. I know Shanahan's loving this setup. I'd like to see the numbers on how many times he actually has both Deebo and McCaffrey in the backfield. But I digress. So Deebo to the flat to do nothing. Jimmy hangs out and gets them. But let's see what they're really trying to do.
Yeah. And that's yeah. It seems like ever since Kurt Warner called Shanahan out for laying Garoppolo out to dry all the time by not giving him, a go-to dump off receiver or a second an option if his other ones are covered. He's doing a lot more of that, and it's working well. And guys like Deebo and McCaffrey are the perfect guys for that kind of job because you just put it on the outside, and the quarterback can't just ignore them because balls in their hands, it's trouble.
Yeah.
So
especially for those two.
Yeah. So you're going field side, and you're giving one of the best playmakers in football, whether you're throwing to either one of those two guys, and you're allowing him to do what he does. So I mean, it's just it's something we should be doing probably on every play, or maybe not every play, but as often as possible, because it's just like, hey, you want 5 yards, and Lord knows Shanahan wants 5 yards when he's rushing the ball because he sure can't get it. So
get in one of those guys' hands and you'll get 5 yards. Yep.
Yeah, it's like an extended run.
All right, so they have a little bit of movement from the defense, moving over a little bit, obviously looking for Deebo, but not a ton of movement. Three, I believe he's a safety or slot corners is moving over with him, but not too much movement.
Stupid numbers. And then the outside linebacker moves over on Kittle. So that's not Kittle.
No, that's not Kittle. He barely maybe moves a step over with
he did a little bit.
Yeah, with Croft. That's Croft. That's Croft. All right, so it looks like that's where Jimmy's looking first. Yeah.
I mean, turn around, bro.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he's staring at him.
He's staring at him the whole entire time.
It's got to be dull. Like Croft is playing too long. Like, what's he doing? Like,
no, that's Croft. That is Croft.
Jeez. So he just runs his route.
Yeah. And doesn't realize that absolutely nobody's on him.
Like, if he takes the ball down the seam and all you have to do is turn your head, and it's also going to help you against the defense because you turn your head and you're open. I mean, you can see how the one guy comes off of whoever's on the right side. I guess that's Kittle.
Oh, the tight end on the right. Yeah. Tight end on the right. Yep.
He bails on Kittle because he's like, uh-oh, like this is an easy 20-yard pass right down the middle of the field for a first down.
Yeah.
If he just turns around.
Around.
What's he do? I mean, he's like turning his head left and right. I mean, he has no clue, which is really surprising because Croft scored me many touchdowns in fantasy over the years.
And there's pretty much nothing else.
Yeah, and I mean, it's right for Jimmy to stare him down. Like, yo,
he needs to turn around.
Turn around,
bro.
Turn around. Like, you can cut the play off. You've been here all year long. Like, cut it off.
Yeah. And then he's looking. It looks like he's looking at Aiyuk. Yeah. You can't tell. He's looking at Aiyuk.
And Jimmy said, like, Croft is dead to him at that point. And he's like, forget you. I'm gonna try to find somebody else. Oh, great, no one's covered. And everyone's covered. Also, so.
Yeah. So nobody's covered. Dump off Deebo. We'll take a couple yards. I mean, he's never gonna go. He's never gonna go down easy.
Yeah. I mean, it's high. It would have been more effective if it was earlier, but I mean, he's got to watch Croft. Croft.
Yeah.
Turn around.
Yeah. Right.
And Kittle. I mean, basically, you're putting that one defender in a very difficult position because he's got to cover one of the two, and eventually, Croft is kind enough to not look back. So, so Kittle's doubled and. And because of that, I mean, that play was really Croft's fault for being so potentially open, but not just turning around.
Yeah.
And he sort of killed that play, but not that there's a lot of play to be had.
Yeah.
But that sucks. I didn't notice that before. This is actually the first time I'm watching this.
You and me both. So now we got 2nd and 6. run.
Well, second time live, but first time actually watching it and not listening to my favorite people.
All right, so you got second. I digress. All right, you're going heavy formation. You only got you got Aiyuk and Deebo both stacked pretty tight to line of scrimmage.
Wait, Deebo is where?
Deebo's on the bottom.
Okay, so we're going initially you're going straight balance set with two tight ends, with Juice being the second tight end, and then because we have motion on every play.
I think that's Dwelly actually up top.
Or it's not Juice?
No, that's Croft again. I cannot see the
because he does such a great job the first drive. Our first play.
All right.
Well, also, I guess this is the third drive, so.
Yes, this is the third drive.
Yeah.
So we got Kittle coming in motion. Try to lead up in the hole.
Student by left.
This one I originally thought was going to be a face mat or was going to be a horse collar. You got a little bit of a little bit in there, but that not enough to really be counted. But
I mean, we only had half of our. So we had less than half of our offensive linemen on the ground by the end of the play, which is a big success.
And McGlinchey turning around, not knowing what to do.
Yeah, he sort of blocked somebody.
What are you talking about?
Never mind. No. I think at the end he does, but then of course he lets go of him too early. Doesn't he find someone to block? Like, hey, you.
He does.
It's like he patty cakes him.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah, having the offensive lineman down doesn't help.
That actually would not qualify as assault in Mexico for any fans or coaches of the Cardinals. FYI, low blow.
Did there. Low blow. All right, so you got Williams coming up. Decent block. I don't know what the heck Kittle's doing. Not sure what Kittle's doing. I don't know.
All right, where is he?
All right, so he's coming across the field.
Kittle is. He's trying to find someone to block. He doesn't have anybody to block, and the ball's supposed to go to the outside. See, he's trying to get skinny.
Yeah, he got real skinny.
but
he ended up doing his job enough.
Yeah, but the problem is that who is that? Banks? No, it's someone.
65. When the guy got chopped. Yeah, 60 guys got chopped.
He got thrown to the ground. Well, actually, how did he even fall?
He dove his knee. The D line dove his knees.
It's like they sort of just pushed him down.
Yeah, he dove right at his knees and fell down. Then he knocked Brendel down.
Yeah, so he pushes his two guys over on that play, and then makes the play, pretty much.
Yeah, let's see it better from the other side. Yep, 91. Let's look at 91 here. See, can you see my arrow? Here, yeah, there you go. See my arrow in the middle.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a skinny nose-sack, right?
Oh no. No, that wasn't.
Oh no! So, geez, no, 91. It wasn't his fault. We just have unathletic guys who are on our offensive line.
Yeah, that's not good for Brendel and Banks to be on the ground.
Man. Okay, all right. So Banks he might have done that intentionally. To be honest with you.
So 93.
He gets him down. Yeah.
Banks I guess he kind of rolls up.
You see how he extends his arms? He did that intentionally.
Yeah.
Expecting, other linemen to be able to get out of his way. But, I mean, in some ways that's a rookie mistake because you need to know that guys are coming from behind you to also block. But at the same time, I mean, he puts this guy on the ground, so it's a lot better than McGlinchey.
Yeah.
McGlinchey's like, who do I block? Well, it's like, I don't know. It's like the last play, except the one that was last week on the sack. And McGlinchey's like, I'm just gonna run this way. But forget the guys who are blitzing on that side and just gonna get killed.
Yeah, I mean, I think it actually comes down to Burford, and I'm not saying it's his fault because he does his job correctly. No. He jumps off the bat, he gets a hand, just a little bit of a hand, and he tries to get to the second level. He's just not fast enough to beat him. He's not fast enough to beat 34 into the hole, which is understandable.
Yeah, and I mean, and Banks is slow off the ball, so he doesn't. he's sort of lucky that the guy fell,
Yeah.
because he can't hook him.
Yeah.
So
So
that play. I mean,
a couple things go right. A couple things go right. It's probably a first down. It's probably 5 or 6 yards if a couple things go right. But
the 49ers have their offensive line, and that's established. So
yeah,
why it's just it's another set. I mean, it's not super long, but it's 2nd and 6, and we're running the ball. But I won't complain because Shanahan stops doing that.
That's right. Somewhat. So third down, we got 3rd and 5, and at this point, I'm thinking we got to get this. We got to get this, man. After almost 3 and outs, only 1 first down, 20 yards in the first 2 drives. I mean, this is almost you got it. You got to get this one. So let's see what Shanahan decides to do. He goes empty.
He's running the ball with Garoppolo, obviously.
Of course, yeah. It's the draw, right? QB draw.
Which is, to me, sort of annoying that I understand why he's trying to do that, but why wouldn't you, since you run so much on 3rd down, have a running back somewhere near Garoppolo that he could potentially, from a defender's perspective, throw the ball to, or hand the ball off to, that you have to pay attention to. Instead, he's just like, no, don't worry about that. Sort of, he's doing exactly what Kingsbury would have wanted him to do. Yeah. He's like, okay, they're passing the ball. They're definitely passing the ball.
Now they're definitely passing the ball. All right, so you got, let's see.
But to whom?
Double mug on the defensive side. You got 2 middle linebackers up to the line of scrimmage originally. You see that? My technology.
Yeah.
Terminology. So you got 2 middle linebackers up the middle. You got wide 9s from the defensive ends, and you also have 2 deep tackles who are wide as well. So the question is, what are they going to do with this? Are they going to bring everybody? And we do this, as Niners do this as well. Or are they going to bring everybody, or are they going to drop these 2 guys back into hooked curl coverage?
Well, if it's us, every time we just drop them back.
I would say probably 70%, 80% would be my guess. Yeah. So I guess the first thing you see, you need 6 yards. The first thing you see is how far back the corners are playing on the outside. I mean, that's you got some type of 2-man game going on with Jennings on the top and Kittle together. That even if this one of those linebackers drives back, you can still have the angle and have the space to get the first down. Or you got Aiyuk coming across the middle, doing something coming across the middle. I mean, that'd be my play. You got him coming across the middle here, sitting down, maybe a little stick route, and you got some type of 2-man game on the top. Let's see what they end up doing.
And what is the safety yelling at Peterson? He's like, "Hey, cover the entire middle of the field."
And then he's gonna run away. All right, so
you have to fix that, right? So you have to either have those 2 guys back out or a Robert.
Yeah,
and actually that doesn't even really work unless you're gonna have the outside linebacker try to cover Kittle. Assuming that is Kittle and it's not even blocking. So, I mean, let's play. It's you have to have those linebackers drop back.
Let's see what they end up doing.
Oh, they drop back.
they get one. They get one dropping back, but they're still going. It's 5 on 5 up front. 5 on 5 up front. Kittle gets an outside release. Jenny takes a little bit of the top off.
Peterson.
Nice pass.
Jeez. I mean, this is just straight up design.
Yeah. So check out the release. I mean, this is the big thing in why it wins, right? You get Kittle with a big step. Look at that big step on the left hand side. He's like, I gotta get outside, right? I gotta get outside, and Jenny's gonna go straight up the top and take the top off the field. And there's no way for them to make this play. It's not gonna happen. Even if
especially with a slot corner, my boy number 3. I mean, he, I don't know what he's. Look at when he breaks, which I mean, technically, yes, he breaks at 7 yards, right?
Yeah.
Right, but he needs to be a little more cognizant of where the first down marker is,
exactly,
and that he needs to break before the first down marker. Why does he take so long to get over there?
Yeah.
Are you that scared of Jennings? I don't know. Doing what? Running right behind you and catching a first down pass? it's just bad defense.
Yeah.
But it's also
It's also good play.
good play. It's a well designed play by Shanahan. I don't want to throw him any shade because it is exactly what the
What they
team needed to do, and Jennings does a good job of being big enough to, sort of get in the way of.
Yeah.
And these guys, why are the guys? It's like it's like our high school games. Like, why are these corners and safeties so far back?
Yeah.
Not know where the first down markers?
Is that Peterson?
Look
on
at
the
Peterson.
Bottom? Look at Peterson on the bottom.
Yeah. And I was like, I think it's because Garoppolo looks to his left, but Peterson's like, he wants to, he's looking at Aiyuk almost more than which is not his
more than McCaffrey. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm assuming this is like a, it's like somewhat of a cover 3, but
3-ish. Yeah.
It's like a cover 3-ish base with the blitz. With the 3 deep.
Yeah, there you go. You got 3 deep. I mean, they're on the same. They're literally on the same yard line.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't take. I mean, look how long Garoppolo has to throw the ball.
Let's check it.
And this thing that just drives me crazy. Why can't we block
5 guys when we have 5 guys?
Yeah, why do we have to double team somebody?
Yeah, let's look up front
I mean,
on the side.
It's Aaron Banks hasn't allowed a sack all season. I'm like, okay, he's the greatest lineman in the history of the NFL. It's like, I mean, look what he does here.
Yeah. All right, let's see what happens. So Williams needs to get the outside guy.
Yeah, but he knows that though.
Yeah, Banks needs to get. That's the question. What's going to happen in the middle with the 3 guys? What are you going to do with the 3 guys? I mean,
it might be a situation where Williams is looking at 94 to see. I mean, we're just looking to see if it's an all-out blitz where.
Yeah, if they're sending them all.
Yeah, because if it's an all-out blitz, then you're going to have Aiyuk quickly over the middle, and you don't need to get 97.
Yeah, and you can let him go.
So he might actually be looking at 9 if 9 goes. And 25 goes, then he might switch to 94.
Yeah.
Now, what this play is not in any capacity is a play where, maybe the issue is that's who Banks was originally supposed to block, so nothing changed like in his head.
Yeah.
Like when they stepped up, he just didn't change his game plan. He didn't know that there were changes to be made.
Yeah, let's see what ends up happening up front.
He's telling him to move. So
what I don't understand is Brendel. It's got to be one of them, right? You're either taking 20. Yeah. You're either taking 25 or 9. Like it's one of them. So at this point, as soon as you see him back up, come back inside to 9.
Yeah. So actually, apologies to Banks on that. I couldn't see it from the other angle, but you'll see that Williams does first go to the inside because he sees 9 blitzing.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
But then when he he's good, right?
Yeah.
The best driver in any position. This is
a Brendel issue.
Yeah. It is, and it's my fault on that one, Banks. I just couldn't tell the difference with all your cold helmets in there and the Mexican all 22.
All right, I'm gonna spotlight Burford here. Okay, so Burford does something that Trent Williams does all the time, and it's all about using the opponent's leverage to your advantage. So Watt ends up going low. Yeah, Watt ends up going low, and Burford's like, sure, you can go low. I'm gonna just throw you to the ground.
Yep, it's sort of similar to the way that Banks did it, but it's better when it's a passing play.
Yeah. But just enough.
So what does Brendel do there?
Yeah, that's the problem. We know what the problem is.
Does he tackle the guy from behind?
We can move on. We know whose fault it is. All right, so we get a first down.
But anyway, Jimmy got crushed. I mean, you can't let your quarterback get annihilated like that.
You can't. All right, we got first.
Well, I guess you can. Doesn't matter. It's Jimmy.
All right, so we got 1st and 10. Got the first down. Monkey off the back, so to speak. We're feeling a lot better about the situation. We're in here tight again. Wide receiver tight with Aiyuk on the bottom, and you got a double tight end set on the right hand side. So you're going heavy right hand side with this.
I wonder what we're doing. Right?
And there we go.
Oh, there we go.
And look at the flow. I mean, look at the flow from the linebackers. I mean, they know what's coming, right? They know what's coming, right?
Everyone except for the one linebacker on the field, well, on the battery side, on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Who I don't know why he drops back for a step because he has nobody to cover.
Yeah.
But he takes a step back. Everyone else takes a step up because
Yeah.
he actually makes the tackle.
That's a nice cutback. That's a nice cutback and nice vision. This is a block. They call this a hold on Williams. No, that was a good play. I'm thinking of another.
I mean, they could have called a block in the back. Well, potentially.
Yeah.
On Williams here.
But good seeing. You see 3 red on this side, and you got 1.5 blockers. All right, and that's a nice cutback.
Yeah, because the play is not supposed to go that direction, and hence why all of the defenders or the offensive linemen on that side are no longer there.
Yeah,
they didn't. They exited.
Yeah,
and they're looking to go, to the second level, but you can't grab face masks.
All right, so sitting on.
Right, so that was a little, I guess, somewhat of a lucky play. I don't know, but we will take all penalties against the other team.
We will take all penalties. All right, next play.
All one of them.
Nice pass.
Whew.
Pretty pass. Tight. That's tight.
That is. I mean.
That's tight coverage.
That would be by most definitions a big time throw, but I mean I don't think it is by PFFs. But can you maximize that again?
Yeah. All right, so we're going
heavy. The beauty.
Yeah, we're going heavy right side again. We got 2 tight ends on the right, but we got twins on the left.
Man, Croft gets a lot of play time, huh?
Right. Deebo's the number 1.
All right, yeah. So what are we doing? Levels here?
Let's see. We're going.
Pretty much.
Define levels for the.
Well, I mean, it's not like true. It's not like true levels, but it's you have Deebo, whatever that is, 8 yards, whatever, cutting in, and you have various guys who are cutting in at different vertical levels. Right, I'm sure that's not the definition of levels, but that's what it is.
Close enough. All right.
Yeah.
So you got.
You see how he's coming in, and then how the various receivers are all like cutting in or out at different levels. You know what I mean? Yeah, like one guy's at 5, one guy's at so it's stretching the team. I guess in a way both vertically and horizontally.
All right, let's see the.
Basically, it's just making Deebo open-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
enough.
It was a nice move by him. I wish camera's a little bit wider so we can see.
So what's the pass rush looking like here? Okay, all right.
Solid.
Man, that is like I'm not stepping into it. Bullet. Let me see it again.
Yeah.
Of course. Bask in that. It's gonna make my day.
Bask in that glory. The glory of Jimmy G. Here we go. Going full screen.
Yeah. Jimmy G haters are.
All right, nice blocking up front. Look at McGlinchey over there, being a wall. Look at Trent Williams and Aaron Banks hugging the defender. Lovely.
Mm-hmm. It's for some reason we have Aaron Banks on the double team, and we have McGlinchey all by himself.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of the way they lined up.
Yeah. Probably a little bit wider on that side.
And maybe it's because we have 2 short receivers on the side.
Yeah.
But the linebackers are or whoever's at the second level. I mean, they're totally exiting the middle of the field, right? So that's the idea here. Is Shanahan wants if they're in if they're in zone, it's nice, but if they're in true zone, it's nice. But if they're in man or a variation of man, then you have guys coming from one side of the field to the other side of the field, which is going to open up areas in the middle of the field.
Yeah. But you want to see the pass one more time?
All you need to do is throw the most amazing pass in the history of football, without even stepping into it.
Not stepping into it. That's all upper body right there. And Deebo Sappy.
Boom.
All right,
he's surprised he caught it.
All right, so we're switching the field. We're flipping the field. That's the end of the first quarter.
What down was that?
That was first. That was first after. That was first after the penalty. Throwing on first again. We like it. All right, so we got 1st and 10 on Arizona's 32. All right, let's see. We got juice on the field. So we got juice on the field.
Juice. Thirsty.
All right. Juice on the field. Deebo going in motion. What do we think's happening?
Well, we're running to the left, obviously.
And here it is.
But you also no, man, we have so many guys just running down the field covering nobody. Like was it both Trent Williams and Kittle were just like, okay, I'm just gonna go to like directly to the third level.
Yeah, but
this has got to be good blocking.
Yeah, I mean this
is who's on the left side.
Aaron Banks and Trent.
On the left side.
On the left side.
Aaron Banks and Trent. Yeah, it's hard. For some reason, it's hard to see from this angle. So somehow Trent gets through all that because he was the one who was running down the field, right?
Yeah.
Along with Kittle, and like neither of them block anybody, and they just run down the field. But how would Trent not have to block somebody here?
Find out in a second. But one of the things I like about this play design is the fact that look at the box. Look how stacked it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, let's not run inside. Let's get outside. We just need to get a hand on. We need to block down and get outside.
Yeah, and look at the second level. You have on this side you have two guys who are way back, and on
soft.
This side you have guys who are everybody's in tight. So I'm assuming that it must be a Deebo / Aiyuk blocking frenzy, because I think that's I mean, I can't think of any other way that they're going to be able to get to the outside that clean. All right, so guys moving back. Okay, we're in
down,
single high. All right, so
block down with Deebo.
We got Deebo taking the defensive end.
Yep, and Trent getting outside.
Like it.
Toss.
And he doesn't really have to do much because the ball's going outside the defensive end. He just needs to just sort of get in the way, which he does.
Yeah. Ayuk does enough. Ayuk does enough.
Enough. I mean, dude, that's more. You're is that? I mean, if that's a middle linebacker and you're going
that's middle linebacker. Him, oh yeah, I'm sorry, more than enough. We'll say more than enough now since it's middle linebacker.
And I don't think that wasn't his guy either, from what it looks like.
I think
the way that
he's
right guard.
He's probably reading first inside.
Yeah, I don't know, because the right guard is. I mean, look, he's going for him. Right, he's worried he's going to meet it, and he's like, "Oh, forget it then."
Yeah,
I'm just going to. So it gets to the right guard who it, and we got Trent out in front, and he's just tipping his hat as to what the play is by pancaking dudes.
I mean, we're looking good. We got Juice out in front. We got Williams out in front. We got Burford out in front. We got Kittle out in front, looking to hit somebody. Trent gets two guys. I wonder if Juice wasn't there. If
he was
we're in a
so
better
slow.
Situation.
if Juice just goes straight up the field, dude, he's running slow motion. If he just runs straight up the field and hits my boy 8,
it's touchdown.
Right? Or if Trent Williams just turns around, or I'm sorry,
Burford turns around.
If he just turns around and just blocks those guys, it's like a pick, where like everyone's running downfield looking for who they can block in front of them while the guy's getting tackled like 15 yards behind you. Yeah.
All right, so he hits that hole. Juice gets a little nod.
Juice gets nothing. He gets nothing. Yeah, he's a waste of time on that play. And he doesn't even get.
But
He doesn't even,
McCaffrey cuts back.
Yeah. And, all right, juice. No juice for you. No juice for you.
Right.
What do you do? What do you do? Yeah. What are you doing? 44. Come on, man.
Again, you're looking for the down block. So you're looking for the down block here, down block there on the outside linebacker, and Williams getting outside. This is the essence of the play. Let's get outside with this action right here. So Deebo doesn't
and juice, but he just doesn't block anybody.
Yeah.
I mean,
we love ourselves some juice.
I love juice.
Oh,
it's like
sure.
It's probably maybe like the first time I ever criticized him on a running play. But wow, he does not do anything on this play. And it would have been a touchdown if he did anything.
And right here, look at Aiyuk.
All right, juice.
All right.
Love you.
Good job, Aiyuk. He just doesn't know what to do.
Oh, yeah. And it could be a thing where he's supposed to block this guy or that guy or the next guy, and because it looks like Aiyuk sort of. I don't know if he improvises there or not.
Yeah, maybe because that's what whose Juice is looking at.
If you look at Juice is sort of standing around like waiting for someone to block. When if he just right here, if he flies upfield, how does 8 beat him to the ball? Right?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
He just doesn't really. He's not really sure what to do. McCaffrey pushes him away, and he misses him.
Yeah.
Or is that what number? Whatever number that guy's.
9.
They got 3 back there. They got 9 back there. 8. Get your numbers right, boys.
Messing with us. All right. So nice run, solid,
and
nice work.
If I may, that's an excellent example of how in the NFL in 2022 the pass opens up the running game, not the other way around. So let that marinate.
All right. So we got 1st and 10. On Arizona's 12-yard line.
Right,
nice little 20-yard 20-yard play. All right, so we're going let's see. We get our first McLeod sighting. I assume Deebo maybe got nicked up a little bit from the block, maybe possibly. Potentially and Jennings is in at the same time. Or maybe they were just giving him a blow. They were just giving him a blow with Kittle on the field.
Well, they got Juice off the field so they could teach him how to block, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Burn.
All right. Here we go. They're going heavy. Stacked again. Wide receiver stacked again. Even Jennings coming in to stack. I mean, they're going these heavy.
Yeah. We're so tight. We're so tight.
So tight. But if we can down block like we did on the last time, we're good. All right. Mm-hmm. So, boot. I like it, but they read it. It's the problem. He's Kittle all day long, and there's not really much else really going on. Looks like.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that the problem here is he wants McLeod, but he takes too long to get there.
All right, let's see.
Because he spends too much time blocking.
What is he doing?
What's he doing?
Why is he doing that?
I don't think he knows what's going on.
Into there, yeah, he's got it. It's got to be.
You know what I mean? So if you have McLeod, yeah, sure, going for the initial block to get that linebacker if you're scared of him, to not paying any attention to you, but otherwise, if he just runs across over the field, then this is an easy catch. And I don't know. I assume that's what Jimmy's waiting for.
Yeah. He has to know. McLeod should know. I won't say he has to know. He has to know that they're taking the whole entire offensive line, and everybody's taking a step to his left, and he has Trent Williams next to him. So I think Trent Williams with knowing that Jimmy's going to boot out, I think Trent Williams, can handle him. Okay, all right. Let's not.
He might not have known what the play was, but if he didn't, then he did. He didn't take very long before he figured it out. Yeah. It's like, oh, I think I'm supposed to be downfield. Okay.
Oh, you're right. There it is.
So a half second longer.
And McLeod gets here.
Yeah, and McLeod has an easy touchdown.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that's why it takes Garoppolo so long to throw the ball, because otherwise he's always
Otherwise he's gonna throw the ball to Kittle right away.
Yeah, if he has Kittle out there, it's just like it's boot, especially if it's naked like that. And well, it's not totally naked, but semi-naked. And I mean, the fact that Jennings is just letting go of this guy,
Yeah, I mean he's obviously. I mean, if you look at Jimmy's head, I know it's tough to see on the screen, but he is obviously looking right here, and he's thinking, what Where's McLeod? Probably should have been right here at this point.
Mm-hmm. And
Right?
there's only one reason why Jennings is lets go of this guy and then stands there.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to draw the linebacker in.
Linebacker in.
And he draws him in.
On top. Yep.
And McLeod is not there.
Yeah. So he makes a throw.
He's still not there. He's not there. So by that time, he needs to throw it. So yeah, I mean that's an incomplete pass. That's not Jimmy. It's not really Jimmy's fault.
No, this is true. Boot off of that. Watch that.
I mean, it's a rookie mistake by a veteran. He could have maybe like thrown it in there off balance or something like that. But the play is supposed to be. I mean, you can see the you can see the thoughts of the whoever that is back there, the safety or whoever's in the end zone. Like,
yeah, I got.
This is gonna be a touchdown.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh great,
he starts to come up.
Do it. So,
yep. All right. So we figured out why. And when we were watching it real time, I was thinking, why didn't he just throw the ball quicker?
Yeah, I was like,
this is like
throw it.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on here? But now that's why we watch the film. That's why we love the all 22. All right, so you got 2nd and 10 from the 12. Let's see what we got here. All right, so you get a little bit wider. You got Aiyuk coming out wide. You got Deebo coming in motion. All right, looking at that trips look. All right, so I like this. I like how we're setting up.
Yeah. So like, what can we potentially do on this play? We can run the ball to the right.
Yeah, we can throw that screen to Deebo. They loves to throw to Deebo after he throws him in motion.
It's it's a little bit of a difficult throw because it's to his right, and he's got to take a step back and and I mean I guess one thing that's good is that the linebacker or whoever's trying to cover Deebo on that play is not prioritizing moving over to that side, but I'd sort of be worried about the guy in front of Jennings that he's not looking for a screen. Yeah. Because that would be an easy pick 6. Yeah. Oh, but you're right.
And there's this.
But yeah, so
I don't remember this. Just so you guys know, I didn't remember this play specifically either. That was actually going to happen. But I guess I watched enough for 49ers to know. But I knew they threw the ball as well.
It's sort of a throw.
Yeah.
McGlinchey with the block of the year. Play that back.
Let's
look at this. Look at McGlinchey just like stonewall the defender.
Watch out! Here we go. Super slow motion, frame by frame, and I think
did
he hit him with his right leg?
No, I don't think he hit him.
Yeah, he hit right leg. Look, right leg, right.
You mean like the offensive player hit McGlinchey's leg? He ran into his own guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he does block Jennings.
Did that say him?
Okay, how does he get through there?
I don't know how he got there. He's so skinny to get through there. It's
a big man. It's a big man. Like, how does he do that? Like, how does he miss everybody?
My question is Mr. Deebo, right? We love ourselves some Deebo, but at this point, right now, okay, right now, what are you thinking?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think he's more concerned with the fact that he had to avoid those last guys, and he's off balance. So I mean, like in a best case scenario here, he has his weight on his other foot, and he can go the other direction, but he doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a
instead he has to worry about the guy who's coming from behind because he had no blockers in front of him. He had no one who blocked anybody in front of him. Yeah. He just sort of used them to avoid 3 guys. You know what I mean?
But how he makes something out of nothing, man. Like,
yeah.
He's so phenomenal.
I don't fault Deebo for that at all. Because
no, I remember seeing this live and thinking, it's a touchdown to the right, but he can't do anything about it with the blocking.
I mean, he first needs to avoid the guys who are in front of him, you know?
Yeah.
And that's not easy. Like, this is a professional football team, right?
Yeah.
And he has to avoid 2 guys, and he has like, a player in 69 that's not going to block anybody. So he's got to like hop to the left, and when he does that, then his weight is on his inside leg, and because of that, he can't cut back out to the outside. So instead, he does just like another jump cut to the inside.
Yeah. And
because oof,
I
yeah,
mean,
and
for him to go all the way down there, was this a? Oh no, this is he makes five. That's a 5 yard play. Out of that start is pretty ridiculous. That's why we love ourselves some Deebo. Let's look at it from the other angle. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit wider. All right, McGlinchey, fake block. All right, Jennings not a good enough block on that side either. But I mean, look at this. He ends up getting 5 yards out of this play in this situation where he's got this many guys in front of him. Right, it's a nice cutback. Yes, ideally he cuts back to the right, but like Chris said, he's worried about that guy, and he actually gets around that guy who doesn't make the tackle, and he gets another 3 yards. So I mean, props to him for finishing off.
Yeah, can you show that again? I just want to make sure that what I saw is what I saw.
Yeah, you saw what you saw. All right, let's go here. I mean, he's there.
Yeah, so there he's got to go hard to the inside.
Yeah,
hard to the outside, and then really fast to the inside. And I mean, I guess for McGlinchey, he can't block the guy in the back, but he can like stand or like block the
stand there in front of him, put his hands up,
do something,
whatever.
Not do that.
But the fact that he still gets 5 yards is, I mean,
if there was decent blocking there.
It sucks.
I'm not sure why they have McGlinchey in that position. I don't know. I'm not sure where he came from, but he was going really, really far outside. Okay, so anyway.
All right, so we're looking at
what do we have?
3rd and 5 from the 7.
Which is like the worst thing. And so that first down was that Kittle play that was a miss. Scoring a touchdown on every drive is difficult because all it takes is one mistake from one person and it kills the drive. And I'm assuming McLeod is that guy, but on that drive, I mean, McLeod sort of killed it by not scoring a touchdown on that play. And because of that, they didn't get anything on first down. And then, they need to either, run the ball or maybe, their extended run like West Coast style to Deebo on second down. So it puts them in these extremely difficult third down situations. And then it doesn't matter what they do, or how close they get to the first down marker of the end zone. They're going to kick it for some reason. I don't know why. Because Shanahan doesn't understand analytics and expected points and win percentage and stuff like that. So get on that analytics team. Come on, Prague. I think he's charged them. So stop being like overseas and leads, like helping them, form their soccer team, and get back over here and tell Shanahan what's up.
All right, so we're sitting at 3rd and 5 from the 7.
It's a hat.
And it is a hat. in a tough situation, we're going trips to the left-hand side with Kittle singled up on the right. McCaffrey coming out of the backfield. We know McCaffrey's coming out of the backfield, and he's not going to be blocking on this down. We're going to try to get the ball in his hands with a little bit of 2-man game between him and Kittle, or we're going 3-on-3 on the left-hand side and getting to something out of there. So let's see what they end up drawing.
So like the middle linebacker here seems quite concerned with the left side of the field, because that looks concerning to me.
Yes.
Where's Peterson? Did he come over to this side?
Yeah, he's right there. He's actually in the middle, as if he's on Jennings.
Oh, okay.
So they rather
not that he's like Peterson of old. But...
Yeah. Interesting that he's found the number 3 receiver as opposed to staying on Kittle. It's an interesting decision out of
I wouldn't have him on Kittle because
size was
they're sort of hurt in their secondary, all over the place. So it makes more sense for him to cover a wide receiver, and I don't have a problem with him being in the middle of the field because the Niners don't really have like that they don't have the go-to guy in the red zone. Like they don't have a big red zone target who's scoring 10 touchdowns through the air. I mean, they have a running back wide receiver who does 10, who scores 10 touchdowns on the ground and in the air, but he's not necessarily doing it. Well, sometimes he's doing it from here on plays he definitely shouldn't. But Deebo's more of a he's a yak bro, man. There's not a lot of yakking to do on this play.
All right, here we go. Let's see what Shanahan ends up calling up.
Well, it's going to be a pass.
Yes, right. We know it's going to be a pass. So we're looking at McCaffrey. He's looking at McCaffrey, seeing what's going on. They're running some form of Texas route. It's not there.
Choice. Go back a little bit.
Choice route with the move at the top.
So Kittle does is just run a clear out route. Oh. I mean, do you think Kelsey would be running a clear out route right now? I mean, he's still looking for the ball. You know what I mean? He's doing what he can, but he's basically just running a clear out route. That's how we use him. He's not blocking.
Yeah, I think this is I think it's a Texas. I don't think it's a choice. If I had to guess, if I were to guess, just because of the situation, I don't think he's gonna be able to catch the ball.
Because he should have gone to the outside.
Yeah. All right. So he goes in. So he goes inside. Jimmy's looking there. It's not there. Double coverage. In the middle.
Yeah. And actually, go back to Jimmy. Go back. I just want to look at where Jimmy's looking, because he stares us down for a while, right?
Yeah. So this is what he really wanted.
That's what made me think that it was more of a choice, because McCaffrey sort of wiggles.
Doesn't wiggle.
Before he cuts back to the inside, and Jimmy's staring at him. Whereas if he knew that this is just a straight Texas route, he would probably be looking in a different direction so that the linebacker wouldn't be on it. I don't know.
Makes sense.
We we don't know, and anybody who tells you that they know that doesn't know either. So we're just guessing.
We're guessing. We're making educated, semi-educated guesses.
Yeah, semi-educated.
So he's looking there. He doesn't.
Once.
Yeah.
So for me, this is one of Garoppolo's better plays this season, because he is put in another difficult situation where if he doesn't put the ball, basically in the end zone or beyond the 2, then we're kicking a field goal, and driven all the way down the field. And we got to convert this, and the plays to the right, and it doesn't work, and initially the receivers are blanket to the left. I mean, there might be some additional assault of some sort on Deebo on this play, and the guy just comes in but I guess that's the other thing is Deebo is just a decoy on this play.
He's a decoy too. Yeah,
right.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean he's
let's take our best 2 players and make them decoys.
All right, so left side, let's see what we're doing. Let's see what the combination is. We got Jennings going deep, taking the top off.
The corner,
going in the corner.
Yeah, so again, this looks like a levels play, right? Yep. Initially.
Yeah.
Where we have, Deebo coming over the middle and Aiyuk breaking off he technically should have broken it off a yard further than that. And then Jennings breaking it off in the end zone and running to the pylon is what you were thinking if you were a defender on Arizona's team.
Yeah. But what does Aiyuk do?
Oh, no. But
no. Aiyuk gets a little crazy and comes back, and he's wide open. And Jimmy delivers a dot in front of the defender on the top, Peterson on the top. Let's watch that again.
Peterson has nothing on. And
where did Peterson come from?
Yeah, it's a difficult catch, and Aiyuk has dropped some touchdowns this year. Yeah, but it's the trust that Garoppolo has in his receivers that Shanahan does not have in him that makes this play a success.
Yeah, let's watch Aiyuk again down here.
This is a Jimmy play. This is not a Shanahan, I'm an offensive genius play. it's like more of the opposite. Because
Yeah.
I mean,
And
Garoppolo knows.
it's a great route by Aiyuk.
Oh yeah, I mean, I puts
Yeah.
the guy on his, on his butt or
Yeah.
close,
Or
and
close to it.
and I mean, Jimmy knows that like, he has no true alert on this play, so he makes a veteran move, and I mean, he knows when this play is not going to work.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as McCaffrey cuts to the inside, he knows this play is over on the right side of the field.
Yeah.
His
He's got to go
only
back
options
left
to the
too.
left, and he has not even looked to the left. He has no idea what's going on to the left.
Yeah.
And
Let's see when he actually does start looking to the left.
yeah,
Right
but he
now.
holds that linebacker, holds him, and look, he even like fakes that throw. I mean, maybe he was trying to fit it in there. I was like, I sure hope not. But
Yeah.
he has like a half pump fake there, and look at McGlinchey was like his hands on a guy when he's jumping up in the air. Like, I thought we weren't allowed to do that.
All right.
job.
So this is look at this throw. Look at what Jimmy's looking at. He's looking at Peterson in safety-esque, location on the top of it, and he knows he needs to get that ball in there, and it's dime.
And
it's hot, and it's a hot. Yeah, and he got to throw it to Deebo as well, and the defender who's on him. I mean, what a toss. Let's see it from the other side. And nice moves by Aiyuk, of course.
I mean, as far as like early in the game, before our first score. So that was just a pump fake.
Yeah.
Because it was just too quick. Even though he.
Yeah.
But
he got the linebacker.
But it worked. Look, I mean,
it worked.
Yeah,
It took a step to his left.
The one guy's off his feet. The linebacker is moving the wrong direction, and then it's immediately to the left, and it's just like it's like prey that one of these guys are open.
Yeah.
And he knows it's 3-on-4, but I think he half considers throwing the ball to Deebo, which I wish the Deebo that didn't sort of give up on the play.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he did. But Deebo sort of, I mean,
he's jogging. He's jogging.
Again, like I love Deebo.
Yeah, of course.
So, we issue criticism where it's deserved. Even though we love a guy.
Yeah.
For everything that he does for us. I mean, he sort of takes his play off, which is not good. Yeah. Don't take plays off. As much as I don't want to see on the sideline, stay on the field and don't take plays off.
Yeah. Watch this dot. Bink. Touchdown.
I mean, it's only one place it could be.
Yep. What a play. What a play, man. I
mean, let me see that throw one more time. It could have been like a quarter of a second earlier, potentially. if we wanted to be perfect, right?
Yeah. There we go. One last time.
But considering it, because this is our backup quarterback, who happens to be the fifth best quarterback in the NFL,
and just win games. All right, one more time. Looks back left. I mean, I don't think it's a quarter. I don't think it's a quarter late.
What's that?
I said I don't think it's a quarter of a second late. I think it's perfect. All right, if only we could stay on Aiyuk for a little bit longer with the dance.
This isn't the time when he throws the
ball.
No,
this is not the time.
The guy's face.
I think it's in the pelotas.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, so all right, that puts the Niners up 7-3, and that's what we wanted. But I mean, it's a heck of a drive. It's a couple big top-notch throws, capped off with a amazing throw at the end after not seeing what he really wanted to see originally from what the play design was. So props to Jimmy for that. Props to Shanahan for 38-10. I said it on the story on the YouTube story. Like, thank you for putting the team away. We do truly appreciate when we can just relax a little bit, and I can actually sit back on the couch as opposed to being on my toes like I am in most of the games most of the time, and actually just relax a little bit when they put a team away. So props to Shanahan for that, but props to Jimmy for having one heck of a game, man. We can't really ask for much more out of him, and hopefully we're going to see more of that come this week as well.
Yeah, because I don't think that we were in the red zone ever again. Correct? Oh no, wait, we were in the red zone in the third quarter
Let's see.
when we had the
No, not end zone. Touchdown. Let's see. Field goal.
on the other Ayuk touchdown was
No,
short.
not the red zone. We got to the 21 on the field goal.
Right?
No
In the
end
second half.
zone. Touchdown. No, I'm screwing. Yep. We got in the end zone. We in the red zone again. One more time. Got to the 21. Yep, you're right.
And that was another of those. It's not the worst place to be on the field because you're in the opponent's red zone, but as a play caller, it's one of the most difficult places to call plays is when you're in the red zone, but you're not quite at the 10-yard line because it's almost like a first down and then 13, or first down and 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of those type of situations similar to this one where it's like you need to be in 4-down territory and you need to be pushing the ball downfield. I mean, pushing the ball forward as opposed to running the ball backwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on that, I believe it was what they ran on first down, and you're just like, geez, And then I came up big on the second play and scored, and like tried to knock out one of the cameramen.
Yeah.
Then I guess went over to hug him right afterwards.
Yeah.
It wasn't out of hate; it was just out of passion.
Yeah. It was absolutely out of passion. That's for sure.
And here comes a lawsuit or whatever. Yeah. I'm sure they signed lots of waivers.
I'm sure. All right, so that's going to recap and finish off our first film review of the week for Arizona. We'll try to get back on here for another one. We do appreciate you guys spending the time with us and taking the time. Please throw some comments down below if there's some specific plays that you want us to break down or anything at all. You just want to say hi. Please throw comments down below. We do truly appreciate it. But
no one wants to say hi to me.
Any final thoughts? I'm sure you got something. But you get
no. I mean, great game. That's all my thoughts.
Nice dub.
Great second half defense again, and I mean, I just love like destroying, opposing team in another one of our many stadiums. Yeah, but
for sure.
The one thing I want to tell our viewers is, the great mystery of why the 49ers are not scoring touchdowns on a regular basis, especially once they get into the red zone. It wasn't much of a problem here because Garoppolo made the plays that he had to make that were not the type of plays you expect an average quarterback to make. So he went sort of like above and beyond and was able to turn field goals into touchdowns. But yeah, as a whole, the Niners have an obvious problem getting the ball into the end zone when they're closing in on the end zone, and the reason for it could not be more basic. And I don't understand how anybody is confused by it who's looked into it at all, especially the 49ers offense and Shanahan. So, look for another, much shorter, with like a couple minutes explanation, because that's really all it takes, and it's just clear as day as to why they're bad now, whereas in previous years that they were good. So I will put that.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing that for sure.
There
you go.
Click there right now.
Click there right now, and you're good.
If there's something there, okay, and and take a look, and then impress your friends with your vast knowledge, like I'm impressing you with my red hat.
All right, until next time. As always, go Niners.
Let's do it.